Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and we are back with another episode of our Gibraltar Challenge here on Football Manager 2016. This is the beginning of season number 5. As you can see, we did quite well in the Champions League this year. We only got knocked out 1-0 by Applewell, who then went on to win the next round as well. They got knocked out in the playoff round to Dynamo. Dynamo went through to the Champions League, and then Applewell went through to the Europa League, which is the sort of situation I'd be very happy doing. I'd be happy to go into the Europa League because I think it'd be easier for us than the Champions League. But either way, we earned quite a chunk of money once again. As you can see, we earned... Where are we? We've earned 414,000 this season so far. So that's all the Champions League money, which is absolutely great. That's going to help us out quite a lot. And today we have for you the Pepe Reyes Cup against St. Joseph's. And then that first league match of the season against Europa FC. Hopefully we're going to pick up 2 more victories. Transfer-wise, we have signed just the one player. We re-signed Steve Foster anyway, but he left us last year saying that he didn't think we were good enough for him, and then he came back again. And then we have signed this guy, Francisco Javier Chacon. Now, I was looking around and I found this player and thought he's a pretty good player. He's got heading 11, marking 12, tackling 11, good teamwork, decisions, bravery, and good natural fitness. So I thought he's going to be a pretty good centre midfielder, centre defender, should I say. But the game is insistent that he's not. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I've left him out of the team for this first match, but yeah, the game is insistent he's not a very good player. But I think we'll give him the opportunity at some point. I really do. So let's put him in the reserves until he is match fit. And let's get straight into our first match. So here is that first match against St. Joseph's. We are the favourites, not as strong as you'd imagine, but still, I think we should pick this one off. We did only just scrape past St. Joseph's in the League Cup the League Cup final, should I say, last year. It took a 120th minute goal to secure that victory. Not quite sure it was an intended goal either, but still we're taking it. And we got a chance to win the Pepe Reyes Cup. Of course, we won all 4 domestic cups last year, including the Pepe Reyes Cup. So we'll be hoping we can do the same here. I didn't actually look at the team, did I? Can I go back? Preview lineups. There we go. We've gone for a standard sort of team. We've got McDonald in goal. Not much has changed really. McDonald in goal. We've got Cooper at left back. Maguire at centre back. Alongside Cook. Of course, all these guys have been playing Champions League for us as well. We've got Riley at right back. In the midfield spots, we have Steve Foster, who's doing pretty well actually. Looking good player. And Frank Evans alongside him, who's just well, Frank Evans, isn't he? 25 caps at the age of 19. He's going to have so many caps for Gibraltar. We've got John McDonald attacking right midfield. Sorry, attacking left midfield, should I say. We've got Paul Cotterill playing at attacking right midfield. Someone who's not played a lot. He's valued at £5. Shows you how good he is. This is actually his debut. This is his debut for us. He's played for Man 62 a little bit in League 1 on loan, but this is his debut for us. And up front we've got, of course, Michael Luke, the top goal scorer from last season, and Hulk, the second highest goal scorer from last season. So, pretty strong team. They're playing quite defensive with just one striker up front. I think we should go out there and we should win this quite easily. And it's all going to be down to early goals once again. There's a bit of a kick clash going on there, isn't there? It's just about visible. But I think they are missing 2 big players. I think they're missing Franco, who's the guy who scored against us last season a couple of times for them. And I think they're also missing Dominguez Alvarez, the player they got from us, who's a really good player for them, but he struggled last year because I think in one of the games he got sent off against us, and the other game he was injured after 5 minutes, so he's not really had a good career against us so far. He's got really good potential, but in a team that's part-time, we just can't seem to get them to reach that potential so well. Talking of the part-time status, a little bit annoying still at the moment. I did request to become full-time once again with the board, and again they refused. They said they thought that there wasn't a reason for us to become professional. We were already at the top of the league and all that sort of stuff, which is probably true, but at the same time, we're not going to advance without that. So again, what we'll do this season is we'll do this first episode, then we'll probably get through nearly all of the season, and then we'll come back for the last few games of the season. And there's a goal for Cotterill. We might come back for the youth intake, and then we'll come back after that for the last couple of games of the season. Youth intake is more or less 3/4 of the way through, so you can see exactly where we are. Great ball in for Hulk, and Cotterill just taps it past the keeper. So what a successful debut it's been for him so far. 19 minutes in, he's already got himself a goal. We are being outnumbered in midfield. That's because they've got 5 guys and we've got 4. But at the end of the day, if we're being outnumbered in midfield, but we've got 60% of the possession, so it can't be a bad thing, surely. And it's good having Cottrell actually this season, because we were struggling a little bit. Oh, they scored an own goal. We were struggling a little bit last season because we were playing Montegriffo at left midfield quite a lot, but he's not suited to that attacking left midfield role. So having someone like Cottrell who can play attacking right, if he's going to play good enough, then there's no reason why we can't use him there. And of course, McDonald can move across the left, but Montegriffo will still get a few games here and there. I'm not sure if I actually like him that much. He was a great player for us the first season or so he was there, but he's just gone off the boil a bit the last couple of years. And at the moment there's no reason why he should get ahead of Cottrell at the moment. He's having quite a good game as Cottrell. Frank Evans playing out wide to the right back. Riley plays it forward to Cottrell once again. He's having a lot of the ball so far. He's already scored a goal and looks like he's in trouble here. He's got 3 of their players around him. Plays it back to Riley. Riley back to Evans. Evans in towards Foster. Foster forward to Michael Luke. Luke across to Cottrell. Cottrell plays a good ball back to Evans. Clever move there by Cottrell. Knew that there was nothing ahead of him, so he had to play the ball backwards just to keep possession. McDonald into Luke. Luke plays the ball back to McDonald. McDonald is in. It's a good save by the keeper. Gonzalez Perez, and it goes out for a throw-in. But it's looking quite confident here that we're going to walk away with the Pepe Reyes Cup once again this season. And like I say, the league so far is becoming quite easy. It's becoming a bit too easy, really. So that's why we need to try and push on and become a professional club and try and fight it out in the Champions League, because at the moment we're just going to keep winning this year after year and it's not going to be very entertaining, really. But like I say, that's alright for you, because I can do it all off camera and bring you back for obviously the Champions League matches, which is the entertaining part. We were so close this season. We only lost 1-0 to Applewell and we had 2 amazing chances in the away leg. Frank Evans hit the crossbar and Foster blasting over. Oh, it was gutting. If we'd scored both those chances, we would have gone through. And we could have made it through to the Europa League knockout stage, which would have been amazing. Or the Europa League group stage, should I say, because that would have been worth so much more money. Because if you get into the group stage and all of a sudden you're earning a lot of money per match and TV rights and would have funded our brand new stadium straight away. But I think we need to go on for a few more seasons just to continue to build up our fan base, I suppose, and to try and get a little bit further in the Champions League. Every season our players are getting better and better. Of course, they're only young players still, a lot of them, so they've not fully reached their potential yet. And I don't think they're going to reach their full potential until we do become full-time. But they are getting there. They're all slowly building themselves up. So I suppose the longer we go, the more likely it is we're going to get forward further in that Champions League. And all it takes is one lucky draw one year. If we can avoid one of these bigger teams and just sneak through, we'll be laughing. Riley's ball in. It's gone through to Cottrell and Michael Luke. And it's saved by Gonzalez Perez. And I think Cottrell at the moment is actually playing... I think he's got the highest rating so far in this match. And he's going to take this corner as well. And he's showing Cottrell that he should get a lot more football this year. I don't know if he was on loan again. I don't think he was. I think he was on loan the year before. But I don't know. Was he on loan last year maybe? He might have been on loan. I'll have to double check his history. But he seems to be a pretty damn good player. And as you can see, he's manned the match so far. It looks like he could have a good season with us this year. With 1 goal and 1 assist in this game. Of course, he got an assist, but it was an own goal from a corner, so it's a little bit of a soft assist, shall we say? They've got a throw in, but it looks like it's all over now anyway. 10 seconds left. They're 2 goals down. There's no way they're going to come back into this one. Davidson plays it back to Alexander, who plays it forward to Lobato. The referee's going to allow them a bit more time to continue on in this. And Cottrell again. He's having such a good game, is Cottrell. I think we found ourselves a star here in this first match of the season. Come on, referee, blow the whistle. They're not in an attacking position. They're 20 seconds over. Well, it's 1 minute and 20 seconds over, so there's only 1 minute added on. Come on, ref, blow it. Alexander with a big shot. And surely that's going to be all now. Blow the whistle, ref. There we go. Referee blows the whistle and we have won the Pepe Reyes Cup. Cottrell having a fantastic match on his debut. 1 goal, 1 assist, and piping in towards the end there was some great defensive work as well. So, good start to the season. We've got our first trophy in the bag. Let's see how we got on against Europa FC in the league. And here we go, match number 2 and our first match of the season. As you can see, there's now 2 places in the league now for Europa League, which is absolutely great to see. And obviously that's going to be our place there at the top of the table. I think Europa FC have just been promoted back up. I think they were one of our strongest threats in season, well, in the first few seasons, but I think they got relegated the year before last. I think they've just come back up now, alongside Gibraltar Phoenix as well. Well, is that wrong? Was Lions there last year? I can't remember now. I really can't remember. Let's get into this match anyway. Team-wise, we've not changed from the one that won the Pepe Reyes Cup. And let's go straight in for it. Let's not waste any time. I think we're going to be looking better, probably fitness-wise, because we've had the Pepe Reyes Cup. We've had the 4 Champions League matches. So our match fitness, I think, is going to be far in advance of Europa FC's, which I think will really help us out here today. Europa FC are no pushover, but of course we are the favourites to go on and win this match, and well, we should be as well, really. And actually, they've had 3 shots already, so it's not quite going our way. Oh no, of course it. We're Europa Point, aren't we? We're Europa Point. We've had 4 shots in the majority of the possession, so it is going our way. I'll take it all back. Come on, guys, let's see what you can do. Show us exactly what you can do. We'll let them get a couple of shots in now, but still no highlights. We're 26 minutes into the game, not a single highlight yet. Quite a lot of shots. There's 7 shots altogether. Here we go. Foster now on the ball, plays the ball forward. It's going to be picked up by McDonald, is it? Yes, he just kept it in. He kept it in. He just keeps it in. Plays it across the Hulk. He's got his back to goal, but just turn and shoot. And the keeper manages to keep it out. Frank Evans plays it back forward, and Foster loses it to Hernandez, but Maguire plays the ball forward. And it's the end of the highlight. Good chance there for Hulk. He had the spinning shot, but just couldn't get the right direction. And just played it straight at the keeper, really. Fernandez Perez plays the ball out, and it's gone all the way up to Cabrera on his own, but Maguire cuts it out lovely. Foster tries to take it up, but Carlos takes it back forcefully, and Evans does take it back and plays the big ball forward, and Luke's going to get on the end of this. Michael Luke is on the end. Plays the ball across. It's not a great cross, and it's cleared by White, but only as far as Cook. Forward to Foster. Foster sees Cottle, who takes a great first touch to get behind the defender and shoots again straight at the goalkeeper, Fernandez Perez. It's a shame Cottle nearly got his 2nd goal in 2 games. It's Riley to take the corner. It's a good corner. Maguire is so dangerous from corners, Maguire. He had an opportunity against Applewell in the first leg as well, which he did not put away, unfortunately. We were unlucky in those 2 matches. I think if we had them back, some of the chances we had, we may have been able to do a little bit better. But that is half-time. It's 0-0 at the moment. A little bit of a surprise. Let's tell them to keep up the way they're going, because we are... Oh, God, that wasn't good. They've all switched off. That's not good at all. Well, hopefully we're strong enough to get by that little motivation problem. I'm surprised we're not in the lead. We've had 10 shots, 2 on target, dominating possession. We've done well so far in the first half. We do have a couple of guys on the bench we can bring on in the shape of maybe Cortez in place of McDonald. Might be a bit more dangerous down that left-hand side, and I think we will do that now because Cortez is struggling for match fitness, so it might be worth giving him half an hour here just to build himself up, because he's not played at all yet this season. He's been struggling with injury, so let's do that. And maybe Tristan Sargent in the middle, or Tony Ball up the right. We'll leave it as it is for now and see how they get on the next sort of 10-15 minutes, and then we'll look to make a couple of substitutions. We do have no corner. It's Frank Evans to take it, and this time Maguire does get it, and it hits the crossbar, and he puts it in the back of the net. And Maguire is getting so dangerous from corners. That's his 2nd goal of the season. He could have scored in the first half as well, and we're going to have to watch this guy. He's going to get himself a good amount of goals this season at this rate. He's just such a strength at corners. Off the angle, and then just volleys it into the back of the net afterwards. And we do lead 1-0 here against Europa FC. Good times. Good times. We needed that. Want to make sure we start off on a winning way, especially against a team like Europa FC, a team that are quite strong. But the thing is in Gibraltar is that every club is very, very close to each other skill-wise. So apart from us, we're sort of on a level ahead of everyone now at the moment, but everybody else is sort of quite close to each other, and anybody can beat anybody really. We're going to bring on Tony Ball and Tristan Sargent. Tony Ball didn't get a lot of football last year at all. We're going to try and get him a bit more this year. He was our best player in the first couple of seasons. But he's just dropped down the pecking order a little bit with some of these wingers. We're taking off Costa, of course. He had a really good game last week. He's had a decent game here today as well, but just want to try and give Tony Ball a bit of football just to keep him happy. And it looks like we're going to see this one out as a 1-0 win maybe. Ball went for the cross. It bounces back to Sargent. Sargent, we know, he's always got a good goal in him. Foster plays it forward. Is Cortez going to get on the end of that? He does. Crosses it across. It hits the post. And bounces back out and Smith clears. So, are we going to see this one out? I would hope so. We've had 19 shots therefore. I would imagine we'll see this one out. They've got a goal kick with 30 seconds left. Can we get the ball back? And yeah, we can. Maguire with a great header forward. Maguire, of course, the goal scorer. And he's going to be... he just looks so dangerous. Even towards the end of last season, he got 2 goals in corners in the last couple of games of the season. Now, he got a goal in one of the Champions League first round matches. And he's got a goal here today from a corner as well. He's just so dangerous. Ball goes forward once again. That is the 2-minute mark though. Referee should be looking to blow the whistle, and there it is. A 1-0 victory against Europa FC. First league game of the season down. Steve Foster with the man of the match. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Good win for us. Of course, we'll look at the league table briefly. It doesn't really matter too much at the moment because only 4 teams have played. But we are in second place by goal difference. And hopefully, next time I see you, we'll be at the top, clear. Let's have a quick look at when we are going to come back. If I can pretty browse. Can we browse? Yes, we can. Probably going to come back around about here. Maybe about here. I'm probably going to come back for the youth intake to see what sort of players we get. And then we'll probably try a couple of them out as well. And then after then, we'll probably come back towards the end of the season. If we get really crap youth players, I won't even bother you. I'll just come back towards the end. We know our last 2 games of the season will be Gibraltar, Phoenix and Glasgow United. But based on last season, if we can get through to the Senior League Cup final and the Rock Cup final, both of those matches will be after that as well. Well, I think that's the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit that like button. It does help me out a lot. And of course, if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe for a lot more of this Gibraltar challenge here on Football Manager 2016. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.